In the first part, we showed you how to move your entities while running a mission. Now let's start affecting their behavior. You can either command an entity to do something or pre-program a response. For this demonstration, I have a BMP in a field and an A10 orbiting it. Let's take a closer look at the entity control ribbon. Most of these buttons we discussed in the last part, but let's talk about the rest. Here we have a weapons release button that will release a weapon upon command. In the case of this A10, I can drop a Mark 82 at will. Since the A10 doesn't carry harms nor AMRAAMs, those choices are grayed out. Next, let's talk about the Enter Attack Mode and Weapons Hold buttons. When I click on Enter Attack Mode, a MACE icon will appear. Click on the icon of the entity you want to attack. If you change your mind and don't want to attack, you can click on the Enter Attack Mode icon again, and then click on the attacker's icon to disable that choice. I'm going to choose the A10 as the currently selected platform, click Enter Attack Mode, and then click on the BMP. Other than a red line between the two entities, nothing happened. We have a few more steps we need to complete first. Under the Intent button is a choice, Move to Target. When I click on the A10, it begins making passes at the BMP, but no weapons are released. You will see that the Weapons Hold icon is highlighted. When I deselect Weapons Hold, I have given the Cleared Hot to the A10, and it will engage the BMP as soon as practical. However, in this case of the AGM-65 I'm trying to use, you'll need to be familiar with its launch limits. If you want your entity to successfully engage the target, you will need to get it in the best position before giving this order. Earlier, I made the mistake of having the A10 engage at a very short range, and none of its shots were making it. I increased the range, and everything is working fine now. Once the target is destroyed, the A10 will resume his intent, and the Enter Attack Mode and Weapons Hold icons will no longer be illuminated. I've resurrected the BMP, and I placed some enemy troops around the vehicle at a distance that they won't get fragged by an explosion, but they're close enough to trigger behavior. I'll choose an enemy and click on the boxing gloves icon and select Run Away as the behavior. So when the terrorist is attacked, his response will be to flee the area. I'll have the A10 attack the BMP. You'll see the troops have responded. They will run until they are out of danger. There are a few more behaviors we can give these troops. They can go into the prone position or fight back. Auto-react will set the entities to respond according to their role. Civilians will run away and combatants will assume the prone position. They will also target and fight their enemies if they're in range. We can also make entities wander around naturally. To do this, select an entity and select Random Walk. You can determine a wandering range in the drop-down menu. A blue circle will appear in the mission area that will indicate his destination. In this case, the soldier will stay within 200 meters of where he was when I gave the command. When he reaches that point, the blue circle will move to another location within that 200-meter limit. Moving down the ribbon, there's a 9-line icon. We have separate videos explaining the use of the 9-line and call for fire forms. There's also an icon for manually activating the ALQ-99 pod, if that's equipped on your currently selected platform.